Hey guys, this is Drillbird2000 coming at you with my first video. This will be my Sylvans for April 2015 Banlist, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, to start it off, we have 3 of each big tree. So, in my opinion, Sage Koya is the most versatile since it can special summon itself from the hand, and it gives you great access to rank 7s. But also, I used to only play 2 Hermitries before the new Rose support, but since Rose Lover can special summon your dead Hermitries in hand, I felt that you could play 3 now. Yep. So then, as a searcher for both of those, I play 2 copies of Rose Paladin. So either if I have an easy way to special summon Sage from hand, I can search Rose Paladin, or if I have a Rose Lover in grave, I could search Hermitry. 1 copy of Sylvan Princess Sprout, because it gives you great access to synchros and also high rank XYZs. 2 copies of Martial Leaf and 1 copy of Koma Shrumo. I used to play a ratio of 2 and 3 back last year when I played them at Nationals, but right now the Jin lock is much more of a problem for this deck than back row is, because back row isn't too relevant right now, and so I only main deck the 1 Koma Shrumo, and the 2 Martial Leafs are outs to the Jin lock. Standard plant engine minus Dandy, because Dandy pretty much just clogs the field in this build. So you have your 3 Lonefires and your 3 level 1 tuners. Lonefire at 3 is huge for my build. I've made this deck angled around Lonefire right now. Yeah, I've been testing around with it and it's been doing great. The copy plant is great for Exceed summoning and synchro summoning high level monsters, and Spore, I actually most of the time use it for XYZ summoning, but sometimes I use it for synchro summoning into Leo and stuff like that. And then I play the 1 Glow Up Bulb, because why not? Glow Up Bulb is amazing. You mill it, it's gonna give you a huge advantage over your opponent. I play 2 copies of Rose Lover, because I mean, why wouldn't you? Even if you draw her into your hand, you can just dump it with Mount Sylvania or stack it back on top of your deck with Sylvan Charity. And she makes the monster immune to trap, so even if you're playing against like Trap Heavy Burning Abyss or Satella Knights or something, you can just use this. It's won me games before against Trap Heavy decks. 1 copy of Peacekeeper, because it's fairly likely that you'll have Lonefire engraved pretty fast, so just having the ability to bring back Lonefire because you stack this off of Sylvania is amazing. 1 copy of Guardioak is the last monster. The only reason I play this, well, the main reason why I play this is because it gives me access to having Spore as a level 7 by banishing him from grave. But also, his ability to excavate 3 is huge sometimes. The fact that he's a 1 tribute monster that can get over the Jin lock is also great. And on top of that, I've stacked him with Mount Sylvania before, just so I can put Peas on top again, or Martial Leaf or something, if I have all those copies in grave. For the spells, I play 3 copies of Sylvan Charity and 2 copies of Mount Sylvania to up the consistency. I never liked Mount Sylvania enough to play it at 3, because essentially it is kind of like a -1 when you use it. But I mean, it can turn back out to be even or even a plus, but you really don't need more than 2. And the Sylvan Charity, especially since now you have Sylvan Charity post-prio, because Sylvan Charity can just dig your deck into your deck sooner, get out your Mount Sylvanias, and I feel that Sylvan Charity does way more consistency than Mount Sylvania. 1 copy of Soul Charge, because This is Sylvan's, and if you aren't playing this in Sylvan's, I don't know what you're doing. And now especially Lone Charge is so dumb. Just having 3 Lone Fires and then Soul Charging first turn, it can get you double Felgrand, plus sometimes, depending on what else is in hand, or what you excavate, you can get way more. And on top of that, it gives you a possible 3 excavates and 3 draws. Actually, one of the excavates would be assured into a draw because you use Princess Sprout as your 4th level 8. 3 copies of Miracle Fertilizer because my build abuses this with Aurea. That's how I spam the field, and normal summoning isn't that big of a deal, losing your normal summon. 2 copies of Super Solar Nutrient to start off the combos because, I mean, I play, I think, like, almost 10 level 2 or lower monsters, so this just gets your combos going, gets your Lone Fire out, and it really is a great card to have in your first turn. 1 copy of Hidden Armory because it can search Symbol of Heritage and Mark of the Rose. When I saw that Lone Fire came back to 3, I decided I had to use Symbol of Heritage because it's essentially just a premature burial, and if it leaves the field, it's just like premature burial. It won't destroy the monster unless if it's destroyed. So it's just like a 4th Miracle Fertilizer, bringing back your Lone Fires, or if you have all 3 Sages in grave, bringing back another Sage, or same with Hermitry. And Mark of the Rose is an out to the Gin Lock that's searchable by Hidden Armory, because you can grab their monsters, and there are 2 things you can do. Either you can crash their Cloud's Louse into the Lavalval Chain, or you can Mark of the Rose if you have Guardy Oak in hand. You can grab Lavalval Chain, use Lavalval Chain's effect to stack, say, a Marshall Leaf on top of the deck, tribute Lavalval Chain for Guardy Oak, use Guardy Oak's effect to excavate the Marshall Leaf and pop their monster. I would generally do that over stacking something that gives you advantage, because if they have the Lance, they can just make your Guardy Oak go down and attack, and so then they can't just Lance to stop the Marshall Leaf. But they might have my body as shield or something, but then you just attack over it, so it doesn't even matter. Then 1 copy of Regeki, just because it's off the ban list. Why not play it in something that needs its special summoning? It's a great out to the Gin Lock. It's a great card, especially since Burning Abyss and Shaddolls aren't exactly huge right now. When Shaddolls come back with Anomal Lilith, I might put it into the side deck, but for now, I think it's a pretty decent choice in the main deck. So that's it for spells, and I actually only run 3 trap cards, and that would be 2 copies of Mind Crush and 1 copy of Ring of Destruction. Mind Crush because the whole meta searches right now, like even against Burning Abyss, they're gonna search their tour guide at some point, just hit that out of their hand, side out the Mind Crushes during game 2. Ring of Destruction is just self-explanatory. It came off the ban list. It's an amazing card, and it's an out to the Gin Lock. Which, if you haven't noticed with how much I'm talking about the Gin Lock, that is a huge problem for this deck, is getting locked out of special summoning. That's why I actually picked up this deck, is because Vandy's Emptiness is gone, Skill Drain's gone, so floodgates that really kill this deck, they're all down to 1, and also on top of that, we have Lone Fire back to 3, and we have Rose Archer and Rose Paladin and Rose Lover, which are both amazing cards.